Hi, KentCov kids. Mr. Kevin here, and I want to ask you a question. What are you thankful for today? Okay, well today I'm thankful for rubber bands. What? Rubber bands? Okay, so hear me out. There have been a few days back to back lately of sunshine, and when it's sunny out, I love to ride my bike. It's great to be outside and feel the wind as I'm heading down the trail. The only problem is that my beard, well, it likes to feel the wind too, and when I get home, it's usually split in two like I've got pigtails on my face. Pretty silly, right? So, I'm grateful and thankful that I have people with long hair in my house so I can borrow rubber bands and keep my beard in one piece. Okay, enough about that. Back to our Bible story from Luke 17:11-19. Last week we talked about Jesus healing 10 people from leprosy while he was headed to Jerusalem, and about one man who was thankful because Jesus healed him. But he was thankful for so much more. He recognized that the one true God was there, working through Jesus. So he showed his gratitude by thanking him with his whole self. Jesus saw him as worthy of God's love, and healing also began in this man's heart. You see, having a terrible skin disease was bad enough, but the rejection and loneliness a person experienced caused hurt that you couldn't necessarily see. The law of Israel required anyone with leprosy to live separately so they didn't infect others. These laws were made to keep people healthy, but it turned into something else that God never intended. People used that law as a way to treat those people with skin diseases very badly. They thought that people with leprosy were somehow being punished by God for something that they had done and were not worth being cared for. Worthiness is when someone is seen as deserving of attention, respect, and love. Think about how being treated like you don't deserve any love, attention, or respect would make you feel. The life that people with leprosy faced wasn't just a disease of their skin, it was also an injury to their heart. They were pushed aside and uncared for. They were outcasts and outsiders. And for one of them, the Samaritan, that was especially the case. In the verses we're learning from, we find out that only after Jesus has healed these 10 people, one of them was a Samaritan. Jesus calls him an outsider. Why is that important? Well, here's why it's important. The Samaritans were considered outcasts and outsiders by the people of Israel. They generally didn't believe in God, let alone in Jesus and Jesus' role as Savior, the Messiah. But this one did. He believed in Jesus. When Jesus healed this outsider among outsiders, he healed him on the outside and on the inside. And he was telling everyone that anyone is worthy of salvation and healing. Not just the people of Israel, the whole world. That's one more thing we can be thankful for, right? We are worthy of salvation. We are worthy of love. And we'll talk a bit more about why next week. Until then, have a great week, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Bye!